going on, you guys? Today we are taking a look at Transformers Generations Legends class, Megatron, and Chop Shop. Now this is the Megatron origin story version of Megatron, and, well, this is Chop Shop from G1. So, just taking a quick look at the box. Here's the back of the box. Love the very readable tech specs. So, let's open them up and take a closer look. Out of the box, this little mini Megatron is pretty sweet. I've got to give Hasbro a lot of credit. They have really done a number on this guy. He really looks quite nice. Though, from the back, he looks a little bit holier than thou. Up front, though, he is just a menace to be reckoned with. I really like the look of this guy. The yellow and the different coloring he has is just very, very nice. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better than I thought we would be getting at this size class. The figure's gun, or fusion cannon, is more like a fusion sniper rifle here. It's not so much a tank gun as it is more of just kind of looks like a sniper rifle from a GM cannon or something out of the Gundam series more than out of the Transformers. This figure is quite posable for the size. Head is not movable. Arms are on ball joints here in the shoulders, ball joints at the elbows, ball joints in the hip, and then hinge joint here at the knee. The feet do have articulation, but that's more for the transformation than for anything else. Up close, you can see the sheer amount of detail and paint apps that they put into this guy, especially the head sculpt. I mean, that head sculpt is just nice. Though there is a little bit of paint falling off from his crest onto the area right underneath his head. The scowl, the eyes are painted, the yellow on the forehead for his construction mode. Just a really well done figure, and you got the nice red here in the torso as well. Just a very, very nicely painted figure. If I do have to levy a complaint against this guy, it's I don't care for this weird beige plastic. I just don't care for the look of it. The molding is quite nice. I would like to see a little bit more detailing, or it just molded in a different color. Maybe more silver than this weird beige. I'm not sure why they chose that. But overall, the figure is pretty freaking awesome. The same, however, cannot be said for Chop Shop. As a little mini Insecticon, Chop Shop succeeds. He looks okay if he is just a little bit monochromatic. He does have a gimmick where you spread the rear of the bug and it opens up the front of the stag beetle for chomping action. Though transformation is just stand him up. That's it. There's nothing else. He does have articulation on the hands, but that's it. I will give Hasbro credit. They really went with the G1 styling on this guy. His face is exactly what Chop Shop's is. And the overall look, if robot mode, or I like to say, quote, robot mode, is not so bad. It's the G1 figure. There's not really much more you could do with it. And what I meant by that is there's not much more you could do with this guy at this size class. He becomes a weird target master thing by flipping out the connector here in his chest and then just pegging that into Megatron or any other Legends class figure. And this just looks dumb. I don't know why they have Insecticons or insects paired with the Decepticon toys in the Legends class, because in all honesty, when would Megatron ever use a giant bug like this? He's far too proud of himself to do that. Anyway, I don't care for this. I just don't. I mean, I think there are ways to make it work, but it just looks kind of silly in all honesty.
You are a terrible replacement for Laserbeak.
Suck it, Buckethead.
Mini Meg's transformation is pretty cool, actually, though it is very similar to the original Titanium class Megatron figure, which I reviewed several years ago. Now, to transform this guy, we're going to first take his forearms and rotate them 45 degrees, then unpeg them from the chest and flip them forward, and bring the cannon into the middle of the hands, or the arms, to connect together, like so. When you do that, his chest will actually unpeg from the rest of or the front of the chest will unpeg from the rest of the body, becoming the turret. Then take his legs. What I like to do is just kind of turn the turret out of the way.
take his legs and split them apart like that, and then grab the outside of the leg and flip it all the way out. And take the foot and fold that up into the inside of that flipped out section, like that. And then we will bring the leg back down and collapse the part we just flipped out onto the rest of the body, thusly, and then twist the turret around, and here we have Megatron's little tank mode. Megatron's little mini tank mode is pretty darn cool, I gotta admit. I rather dig this little thing. It's by no means the greatest tank in the Transformers universe, but it is very cool, and I appreciate the transformation. It is sufficiently complex to hide all of the robot-y bits, except the fists, but it works. It legitimately works, and it holds together well. It's just a fun little transformation, I gotta say. The turret is 100% functional. It does have up and down movement, which is really rad. It's a fully functioning tank, which is more than I can say for the Titanium class figure. Now, there is a section where you can merge Chop Shop onto him up here. You could do that, but that looks stupid. Chop Shop has a little extra gimmick. Fold the Transformer peg, or the Target Master peg in, take the arms and flip the arms straight above the figure's head, and then take the legs and pull the legs out completely so he does a split. Now there are these two front bits that are on Megatron. These two front bits will peg into these open peg holes on Chop Shop. So we just peg him on there, and Chop Shop becomes a little tank battering ram. I appreciate that use. I like that. Yes, it's a little bit stupid. You do have robot arms and head hanging off the front here. He's going to have one hell of a headache when he wakes up in the morning, but that's a cool little use. Overall, Legends class Megatron with Chop Shot is a worthwhile purchase, I think. I really think this one belongs in your collection, along with, definitely with Prime, and maybe even Bumblebee. I think it's a lot of fun. It's got a fun transformation. It's got a really nifty robot mode, though Chop Shop I could do without. Maybe repainting Blaze Master or one of the guys that comes with the Autobots might be your better option, but still, this little dude is a solid figure. I really, really like him, and I recommend picking him up because, quite frankly, he's just really cool. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video review of Legends class Megatron and Chop Shop. I recommend picking him up if you can find him. This has been Baltmatrix, and I will catch you guys next time.